some reason the light on the tripod wanted to go out today. It just went out like right before I went live. Seemed like everything was trying to come to stop this live from happening, but it is what it is. Do the live stream. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this light. They don't want this message coming out. I think that's it. There it go right there. That's better. Man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Pray for me as we get started on this live stream. Man, this is going to be rough. This is going to be triggering. And again, it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's not the intent. The intent is, man, for us to grow up. The intent is for us to understand what's going on in life. What's up with you, Raymond? For us to understand what's going on in our lives and to be able to move forward. A lot of the things I'm going to talk about, they don't just apply to women. What's up with you, high vibration? They don't apply just to women. They apply to guys as well. You know what I mean? The things that I'm going to talk about don't just apply to women. That's just the title. This was going to apply to guys as well. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? We have to grow up. We have to understand what's going on behind the scenes. What's up with you, David? Man, we have to grow up. We have to understand that there is an agenda. There is some evil entities that's going on, that's taking place behind the scenes that we don't know anything about, that we really don't understand. You know what I mean? The negative energy, the frequency that's making the world appear the way that it is. That being said, I want to play a video for you guys. I saw this documentary years ago, probably like in the early 2000s, sometime in 2000 when I first saw this video. And I just happened to see it again. I was looking for it. It's on a thumb drive in storage here. But I came across Source Universe is always working out for us. You know what I mean? This, for whatever reason, I knew that it existed. I didn't know it existed on TikTok. But this popped up in my feed today, this morning. And all I could do was smile and say, thank you, Source, because I was looking for it. Again, I'm gonna play this real quick video for you guys. This old raggedy phone, but I want you guys to hear what's been said, okay? Don't worry about the phone. The phone is like a freaking old iPhone 5. That's not the point. The point is listen to what's being said, okay? Understand what's being said, okay? And the guy that's talking is Aaron Russo. Aaron Russo was part of Hollywood. Aaron Russo was the director for Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, and he did a whole bunch of movies. Okay, so this was somebody that was in the know. This is somebody that was connected. He was a Hollywood director. Again, he did a number of movies with Eddie Murphy and other bigwigs. He was a politician. So this is somebody that's connected. Okay, what's up with you, DJ? And this is somebody that's connected to the elites. Okay. So when I play this video, understand that first and foremost, this is somebody connected to the powers to be, okay?
This is Aaron Russo, a filmmaker and former politician. To his left is Nicholas Rockefeller of the infamous Rockefeller banking and business dynasty. After maintaining a close friendship with Nicholas Rockefeller, Aaron eventually ended the relationship, appalled by what he had learned about the Rockefellers and their ambitions.
He was at the house one night, and we were talking, and he started laughing. He said, Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about? And I said, I had pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. And I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, getting equal pay with men, just like they won the right to vote, you know? And he started to laugh. He said, you're an idiot. And I said, why am I an idiot? He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded Women's Lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all over the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, and you want to know why? He says, there were two primary reasons. And they were, one reason was we couldn't tax half the population. And the second reason was, now we get the kids to school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. Because it breaks up the family. The kids start looking at the state as the family.
I want you guys, I've said this a number of times. I've said this a number of times on this platform. But I want you guys to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, I wanted you to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. We going in today, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We have to grow up. We have to understand what's going on. Okay, and so when we look at what's going on between the men and the women, especially in Western culture, especially it seems like the light's gonna go out again on this tripod. And again, it is what it is. Man, it's not gonna stop nothing. You know, the effect may be a little different, but it's not gonna stop us from talking. You know what I mean? And so we have to grow up and understand that there's certain people out there that don't want you as women being connected with a strong man. There's certain forces out there that don't want guys to become men. And we have to understand that most guys running around have not developed and evolved into becoming a man. We got to clear that shit up right off the bat. Most guys have not become a man. I don't give a damn how old they are. I don't give a damn how much money they have. And you guys hear me on this platform say this all the time. I talk about guys not being real fucking men a lot. I don't sugarcoat shit when it comes to guys, because a lot of guys ain't shit here in America. Oh, we going there today. We going there. And again, it is what it is. We have to grow the fuck up and understand that there's certain entities that don't want us to grow the fuck up. There's certain entities that don't want us to walk and become who we're capable of being. There's certain entities don't want us to understand why we can't stand each other, why we hate women, why we hate dudes, why everybody becoming transgender and everything else. We have to grow the fuck up and understand what the fuck is going on in America. What's up with you, Sparrow Spec, man? Thank you for being here. What the hell's going on in our society to where, man, everything goes now. Everything goes. And again, I just played you what this gentleman said. He said that the Rockefellers funded the women's lib movement. And see, most women have no fucking clue about that shit. Most women don't have a fucking idea who the fucking Rockefellers are and what the fuck they got going on. Most women have no idea that the Rockefellers fund the Cancer Society. The Rockefellers fund all of the cancer institutes. The Rockefellers fund this shit. The Rockefellers fund the breast cancer ribbon in society and all this other breast cancer when they push this shit. Oh, we going there today. We going there. And again, this is going to trigger some of you. This is going to piss some of you off. And it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. You got to grow the fuck up. The women's movement, the women's lib, was never about women having equal fucking rights. I'm going to say it again. I'm trying to say it differently. Women's lib, feminism, was never about women having equal fucking rights. Feminism was never about women getting out the fucking house and being able to go vote. Feminism was never about women being able to be equal with men. Oh, we going there today. And again, it is what it is. This is going to trigger some people. This is going to piss some people off. And again, you guys already know I get two fucks about it. We have to grow the fuck up. We have to grow up. The women's lib movement, the feminism that's taking over fucking America right now and most of Western societies started and was pushed by the fucking Rockefellers. Why? Because they could get the women out the fucking houses and go make them work. Understand the times. It was World War II. So you had all these countries going out to work or sending their men out to war. You have all these countries sending their men out to the battlefields, dying. That was for a reason. And 99% of you have no understanding why that reason took place. Most of you have no understanding why World War II happened. World War II wasn't about fucking Hitler and communism and all this other bullshit they pushed on you. World War II was to kill off the men. World War II was to send the men to fucking war. Why? Because most women all over the world stayed the fuck at home. And what better way to destroy the family structure than take the strong men, the young men, send their ass to fucking war and have them fucked up in battle. Oh, we going there today again. It is what it is. We got to grow up. We got to understand this shit. And so what happens is that we took the strong men and sent them out to war. Now, all the men are gone from the factories. And the Rockefellers and all these other entities are pushing out, man, women got the right to work and women need to do this and you stop wearing your bras and burn your bras. And they're pushing all this stupid shit. They were pushing this stupid shit. Why? Not because they gave a fuck about women. Understand? Remember the times. Women couldn't even vote back then. And it didn't matter what fucking color you was. White, black, brown, you could not vote in America during World War II. They didn't give a fuck about your voting. They didn't give a fuck about your rights. They wanted to destroy the fucking family structure. And the only way that they could come in and destroy the family structure was we got to get rid of the men. We got to separate the women from the men. The women are dependent on the men. So let's push this freedom. Let's push this liberal movement. Let's push this, man, go out and work. Stop being dependent on these dudes. And a lot of these dudes were sorry ass motherfuckers. Let's get it real. A lot of these guys, they wasn't really shit. They took care of their families. But they were emotionally abusive. A lot of them. They didn't do what they need to do to take care of their woman emotionally. They made sure the house was paid, the car was paid for, food and all that. They provided. But they were also abusive. They were also hoish. And because they knew that the woman couldn't go anywhere because she was dependent on the dudes felt like they could do whatever the fuck they want to. They could sleep with whoever they want to. They could have whatever fucking mistress they want to because you couldn't go nowhere. You were stuck at home with the kids. And so this movement sent the guys to war. Now we need somebody to come out and work. Women, go to work. Go to the factories. The men need you. They need you in these factories. They need you building bombs. They need you building all this stuff. Why did these people push for you to go to work? They wanted you in work. Not because they thought you'd make good workers. They didn't give a fuck about that. They wanted you to go to work. Why? So that they could tax the fuck out you just like they was taxing the fuck out of dudes. What's up with you, Scorpio lady? And so now, not only they taxing the fuck out of dudes, now they got all these women pushing this stupid shit. Go to work. Don't be dependent on men. Go get a job. Go get an education. And that's great shit. But understand who was brainwashing you to make you think that stupid shit. Who was pushing that shit? Who was pushing that agenda you was following? And so what we have to understand is whatever we do in life, what's the big picture? Whatever we do in life, not just how it affects me, but how does it play to the agenda? Am I marching to a drum? Am I marching to the beat of my fucking new masters? And most people have no fucking understanding of this shit. And so you got all these women wanting to be free, wanting to be liberated. And so they stopped shaving their hair on their legs and under their underarms. They stopped wearing bras and took their bras out to the fucking street and was burning the bras out in public because they wanted to be free. They wanted to be liberated. Not knowing what the fuck they were doing. Not knowing who was pushing that shit. And there was an agenda behind that movement. The agenda was take your ass out of the safety and the protection of your fucking home. Take your ass out here to fucking work so we could stress you the fuck out. We could tax the fuck out of you and make you fucking tired. Take your ass out the fucking house, out of the safety and protection of your home, out of the safety and protection of your husband, so we can bring your ass out here and fuck your health up and fuck your kids up, because that's what they wanted to do. And that's what they did. Oh, we going there today. We going there. We going there. This is a spiritual boot camp. This is where we grow the fuck up. This is what this channel is about. Growing the fuck up. And understanding the games, understanding the agenda. And most of us are playing right along with these dumbass motherfuckers pushing the agenda. Because we're too brainwashed to not even wake the fuck up and understand what the fuck is going on. And so you got all these women wanting to be free, wanting to be liberated. Why? Because their massa told them to. Their massa was brainwashing them and programming them, pushing this agenda. And they were too clueless to understand it. Oh, they were just so pissed at their husbands, so pissed at being a woman, so pissed at being stuck at home and raising kids. There was no virtue in that anymore. There was no freedom in that anymore. Because Massa said, take your ass out and get a job. You can work corporate America and you could go as high as you want to. You can make all the money you want to. Go get a career. And these women, they went and got a career. These women left their kids, left their husbands, and went and got a career. And what I mean, they left their kids. Again, we're going to put everything in perspective. Understand the times. Understand the times. So, men went to work. Women were primarily cookers. And women did the cooking at home, took care of the household, took care of the kids. Okay? Now, the women are out working. And they're working just as hard as the guys are now. And here's the fucked up part. Now, they don't have time to do all the cooking and cleaning that they did before because their ass ain't at home no more. Their ass is out working a fucking 9 to 5. Their ass is out busting their fucking ass in a fucking factory somewhere. They're dog dead tired. And guess what happens? Around the same time frame, there's no fucking coincidences. Fast food restaurants start popping up all over the fucking area. McCrack, talking about McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, all these sorry-ass fast food restaurants start popping up all over the place. Processed food. Why? Because it's easy to fix. I could just go buy you some shit. I ain't got to go home and cook a real good meal no more. I ain't got to go out to the fucking garden and pick the fruits and vegetables and go kill the chicken and go kill the rabbit and whatever else and cook that up and clean it up and prepare that for the family. I could just go over here to Taco Bell and get you some fast food shit. I could take your ass over here to Burger Crack and get you some fucking slop. I could take your ass over here to Jack of the Crack and get you some more shit. I could get you all this processed meat and throw you some shit together real quick to satisfy you. Not understanding is fucking up your digestive tract. Not understanding is fucking up your health. Not understanding is fucking up our health too. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. So now you got women working. Guys working. Nobody's raising the fucking kids. Who's raising the fucking kids? Oh, it's the motherfucking TV. See, understand? Back then, there was this phrase, latchkey kids. We don't talk about that shit no more, that term anymore. But there's a term back then called latchkey kids. We would just slide the key up under the door, and you come in, open up the door, turn on TV, get yourself something to eat, take you some processed ham, some processed salami, some processed bologna, whatever the fuck that shit is, and throw you some cheese together, some fucking mayo, make yourself a sandwich, get you some fucking potato chips, and go sit your ass down in front of the fucking TV. Why? so that now the TV can program the kids. The TV can indoctrinate the kids. And it started with them sending the men to war. To open up all these jobs, to open up all these vacancies, so we could get the women out the fucking house. And now, we got the women out the house. The men are coming home. They're not eating healthy because they ain't got no wife anymore. Or she ain't got time to cook. He don't know how to cook. So they're eating shit. So his health is being fucked up. Her health is being fucked up. The kids' health is being fucked up. Now there's division between the woman and the man, a competition, competing. Who's gonna get the next job? Who's gonna get the advancement? Who's gonna get the promotion? Because we don't understand the fucking agenda. Because we don't understand the games behind your fucking life. And so we just think everything's cool. We just think, man, this is what happens. You know, there's no big deal. And so now they're programming the fucking kids. See, because when mom was at home, mom was training the kids. Mom was teaching the kids morals and values and ethics. Whatever your religious belief may have been, mom was teaching you that. Whatever the morals and the values of the family were, mom was teaching you that. Mom was teaching you right from wrong. Mom was teaching you discipline. And when mom couldn't discipline you enough, pops came home, pops pulled off the belt and beat your little ass. But you had structure. Nowadays, you look at most houses in America, there's no fucking structure. Nobody's raising the fucking kids. The kids are raising their motherfucking self on TV, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and every other fucking social media platform. It's not a coincidence that these little badass motherfuckers coming up are growing up a whole lot faster than motherfuckers was growing up way back when. It's not a coincidence that these little motherfuckers look grown as fuck. It's not a coincidence that these little badass motherfuckers have no fucking respect for authority, no fucking respect for the elderly, no fucking respect for the adults. And we sit back and we wonder why. Why? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened was we bought into the bullshit. What the fuck happened was we bought into the bullshit of feminism. What the fuck happened? We bought into the division of been divided. And so men are mad at women and women are mad at men. And the kids pay in the long run. And so these little badass kids who's raised themselves grow up. And if you grow up in America, you understand welfare system in America. The welfare system in America is like, you don't need no fucking man. Uncle Sam is your daddy now. Uncle Sam is your sugar daddy now. Uncle Sam will pay for your fucking apartment. Uncle Sam will get you in a nice HUD housing. Uncle Sam will feed you and your nappy head fucking trifling ass disrespectful ass kids. Oh, we going there today. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Uncle Sam, the government has replaced men. And ignorant as women have allowed them to. Ignorant as women who weren't fucking aware what the fuck was going on. I don't need a man. Most women now tell you, I don't need a man. Most women don't know what the fuck a man is. Most women have never had a real man. They've had fucking dudes, but not a real fucking man. So most women have no fucking idea what a real man does. Because they've been raised, because these dudes have been raised by these women who don't want a man. Most of these dudes have been raised by women who don't respect men. Most of these dudes have been raised by women that never experienced a fucking man. Most of these dudes have been raised by women that never had a real father figure in their life. And so they have no respect for men. And so now, these dudes grow up because they for the most part, never really had a man in their life. They don't know how to be a man. They don't know what being a man is about. They think being a man is, man, I'm just gonna dick you down real good, or I might lick your kitty cat real good. I'm gonna get you knocked up. I gotta get that. They think that's being a fucking man. Because I could run the fucking streets with the homies. We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta understand what the fuck is going on. We can't fix the problems in America and Western society until we acknowledge the fucking problem for what it is. When are we gonna grow up and understand, man, there's an agenda that's keeping us divided. There's an agenda that's keeping women from wanting to be with guys. There's an agenda that's keeping dudes, man, fuck these bitches. I ain't got time for the bullshit. When are we gonna grow up and understand that? This is not about bashing women. This is not about bashing dudes. This is about all of us, and man, we've been fucking played. They've done a fucking number on us. They fucked us up. And at some point in time, we gotta grow the fuck up and understand what the fuck happened. It's easy for us to sit back and blame, man, there ain't no men left in America, and men suck, and men ain't shit, and da-da-da, and da-da-da, and men just want these young women, and women ain't shit, and women are trifling, and women are gold diggers. It's easy for us to sit back and blame each other and be hateful towards each other and to tear each other down, but that's not gonna fix the fucking problem. This is rough. This is rough. That's not gonna fix the problem. There's a movie came out that I love. Matrix. I was just watching the last version of the fourth one, was it Matrix, whatever it is, the one that came out a few years ago. And I was sitting and I was listening. I've made videos on this in the past, and I was sitting there watching it this morning. And I was like in meditation, God, my God, my God, my God. Man, this is crazy that they'll make movies like this and put it in our fucking faces. And we're too fucking clueless, too fucking ignorant to understand the big agenda, to understand what the fuck is going on. And in this movie, they tell you what the fuck is going on. In this movie, they told you that they programmed you, and you're so fucking dumbed down, you're completely clueless of reality. We missed it. We missed it. Go back and watch that movie again. The last Matrix, the one that just came out a few years ago. We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta understand what part are we playing in society to how society is so fucked up right here, right now. What the fuck is going on to make this world so divided and so hateful, where there's this silent war between men and women? There's this thing that you guys know I'm all about traveling. I'm all about going abroad and seeing other cultures. I'm all about everybody getting a motherfucking passport and going seeing the world. There's this thing that was brought to my attention called passport bros. Passport bros is guys that said, man, fuck these westernized American women. You know what I mean? Fuck these fucking raggedy ass, trifling ass, gold digging ass, ungrateful ass, high expectation having ass, but not giving shit having ass motherfucking westernized women. Oh, we going, this is grown folk channel. You may not like the shit that I talk about, but you can't, it is the truth, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. So there's this group of guys, passport bros. Passport bros. And their whole thing, man, fuck these bitches in America. You know what I mean? Man, I could go get with, there's more women in the world than there are guys. There are more women in the world than there are guys. We American guys, for the most part, that are successful, that live okay, they ain't got to deal with raggedy ass fucking American women anymore. And they're not dealing with them. They're like, fuck these bitches, I'm out. Do what the fuck you do. I'm not kissing your narcissistic, ungrateful, entitled having ass. And you not bring shit to the motherfucking table except fucking high expectations. See, we talk about emotional abuse, and we talk about how guys have abused women. And guys have abused women. Guys have emotionally abused women. Guys have neglected women. But let's keep the shit real. Let's keep the shit a buck. Here in America, let's speak it that way, okay? Here in America, you got women that abuse guys. You have women that emotionally abuse guys. It is emotional abuse. If you are a woman and you got a dude at home and you deny him of sex, you deny him of intimacy, that's emotional abuse. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You are emotionally abusing him if you're withholding sex as punishment because you don't like what he's doing or you whatever the fuck is going on. At some point, we have got to grow the fuck up and understand what the fuck is going on. We sit back and wonder, man, how come nobody wants to get married? How come guys don't want to get married no more? Guys don't want to get married because these sorry ass motherfucking women who ain't bringing shit to the fucking table can leave the fucking relationship and demand and expect this motherfucker to break his back to give her some shit that she can't afford on her own. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it different. In America, you got these sorry ass women. Again, this is not bashing women. I'm about to get on the dudes in a second. But you got these sorry ass, fucking trifling ass, gold digging ass women who don't know shit except how to get some fucking money, how to get a fucking bag. And they emotionally abuse they fucking do because he can't afford a fucking Louis Vuitton bag or he can't afford to do whoop de whoop de whoop. But at the same fucking time, she can't afford to do the shit on her fucking own. You can't, as a woman, you can't afford to do this shit right here, but then you would demand and expect some dude to come in and do all the shit for you that you can't do for yourself. Make the shit make sense. But then you want to say you don't need a fucking man. Then you want to say men ain't shit. Why? Because we don't want to break our backs trying to give you some shit that you can't get on your fucking own for you to sit there and be entitled and ungrateful and lazy as fuck. What's up with you, kick-ass Kelly? But then you want to sit there with all these expectations. You want to sit there with all these fucking demands. If you don't sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up and grow the fuck up, I'm going to tell you something. These type of women, all you're going to end up with is a dude. These gold-digging, trifling-ass, ungrateful, entitled-ass motherfucking women with all these high expectations and can't do shit on your own. All you gonna end up with in life is a fucking dude. And I've already told you what a dude is. A dude is not a man. A dude just happens to look like a man. A dude just happens to talk like he's a man. But he ain't a man. Because men ain't dealing with that bullshit. Men ain't accepting that bullshit from women. We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta grow the fuck up and understand there's an agenda behind all of this shit. There's an agenda. Not only is there agenda, you gotta understand. I talked about in a few videos back about the Georgia Guidestones here in America. That were in, I think they were in Atherton, Georgia. Somebody told me that they were knocked down, but they were up for the longest time. The first rule, the first guideline was to maintain world population under 500,000. Maintain world population under 500,000. If you talk to most people, as far as the elitists, they talk about how the world's overpopulated. There's too many fucking sheeple. There's too many fucking useless eaters, is what they call us. There's too many of us motherfuckers running around the world. And so they want to destroy us. They want to get rid of us. And so the agenda. We don't have to do anything to these people. We program them and we allow them to kill themselves off. We'll allow humanity to kill itself off. How will humanity kill itself off? I'm glad you asked. Humanity kills itself off when you stop having sex with the opposite sex. Humanity kills itself off when you stop procreating. Humanity kills itself off when you be divided between the races, and the races hate each other. And women think that, man, we gotta be in charge and we gotta control some shit because these motherfucking dudes ain't da-da-da-da-da. And all this feminist bullshit is part of the fucking agenda to keep us divided, to keep us from having sex, to keep us from procreating. And so this is why we have to grow the fuck up and understand, okay, wait a minute. How am I living my life? The way I live my life, am I playing into their hands? Am I doing what these people want me to do? Am I part of the fucking problem? And the truth is, the great majority of us, we're part of the problem. We could talk about being woke all we want to. Not even understanding. That's part of the agenda too. We could talk about being enlightened and having Buddha consciousness and Christ consciousness and God consciousness. We could talk about all that. Oh shit, my bad. We could talk about all that ignorant ass shit all we want to. That's all part of the agenda. That's all part of the programming. Why? So we won't grow the fuck up and understand who we are and how we live our life. Are we living our life that benefits humanity? Are we living a life for the greater good of humanity? Or are we living a life to help destroy humanity? How you live your life? Are you living a life of, man, I can do what the fuck I want to. I can sleep with who I want to. I can da. And what people don't understand is, yeah. And I've talked about this in the past a lot of times. Sex. Sex is a beautiful thing. Sex is a beautiful motherfucking thing. But, everything is energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Just because you have the right to have sex with anybody you want to, of age, of sound mind, doesn't mean that you need to. Doesn't mean you need to. Every time you have sex, every time you have casual sex with somebody, every time you connect with somebody like that, you take on their energy. You give them your energy. Just because a guy can sleep with all the women he wants to does not mean that he should. Just because a woman can sleep with whatever woman she wants to, doesn't mean that they need to. Because what happens is once you sleep with that person, once you're intimate with that person, there's an exchange of energy. There's an exchange of vibrational frequency. I'm going somewhere, I promise you. And so now, all your baggage, your trauma, your issues become these other people's issues, become their baggage. Everybody's having fun just fucking and sucking and just hoeing. Not understanding. You're gonna have to pay the piper for that. You're gonna have to pay the price for that. And what is that price? That price is all of the excess baggage of energy, toxic energy that you've now taken on that you didn't have before. You understand this? Is this making sense to you? Just because we live in a society that says, man, if you're a woman, you can have sex with all the girls you want to. You can have sex with all the dudes you want to. There's nothing. Guys been doing it forever. And we'll do it just because you're able to do it. Don't mean you should do it. Because you're taking on all this excess energy. That's gonna fuck you up. That's fucking you up emotionally. That's gonna fuck you up physically. That's fucking you up spiritually. It's fun and games until you have to pay the price. It's fun and games until you have to answer for it. It's fun and games until you find yourself lonely as fuck. It's fun and games until you burnt all your fucking bridges. It's fun and games until you get a little older and your body's not as right and tight as it was when you were in your 20s and early 30s. And now most guys see you as, you just use trash. You wash the fuck up. Why would I want to hook up with you? Your shit's been ran the fuck through. And you're emotional damaged. You're damaged goods. Because you never dealt with your issues. And instead of dealing with your issues, you've taken on other people's issues by that fucking energy exchange. You didn't even know what's taking place. all that's done is messed you up emotionally. All that's done is messed you up energetically. And again, women, the only people that you're going to be able to get, for the most part, are dudes. All you're going to be able to get are dudes. Not a real man. And a real man is not about how much money he has, how much money he makes. It's not about his job title. It's not about his degree or his pedigree. You got a whole lot of people with money, a whole lot of dudes with money, and they ain't no fucking man. You got a whole lot of dudes with doctorate degrees, and they ain't no fucking man. You got a whole lot of dudes with titles and things in life, but they're not a fucking man. So we got to grow up. We have to figure out what's most important to us. We have to figure out what the fuck is really going on. Why is it so easy for women to just be hoes now? Why is it so easy for women just get on TV and all these other apps and all this other shit? I've never been on that shit, so I don't even know what you call it. Was it Fans Club, Fans Man, whatever the fuck you call that shit? You know, OnlyFans, whatever the fuck that shit is. Again, I have no fucking clue about this shit. How is it that women are so comfortable showing their pussy and ass and titties to everybody that's willing to pay? To anybody that's willing to pay. And then you want to call yourself a fucking queen. Then you want to say you high valued. How the fuck can you be high value and everybody seeing your fucking clit? How the fuck can you be high value and everybody seeing your fucking raggedy ass? How the fuck can you be high value and everybody can see your shit on TV anytime they fucking want to? That doesn't make you high valued. That doesn't even make you wanted. All most women have become now is a fucking cum bucket. You're a cum bucket. That's all you are. That's all you're good for. You're a cum pot. You're just something for me to bust a nut. And you feel more frustrated, more depressed after you pay for these fake ass titties. You pay for this fucking lip job. You pay for this fake ass. And you still can't get a fucking man. Because a fucking man don't want you. You're good to be seen on TikTok and YouTube or whatever these other platforms are. For people to want to eat you and people to want to bend your ass over. But you're not good enough for people to want to keep. You're not good enough for people to want to value. You're not good enough for people to want to love. You're not good enough for people to want to commit to. We got to grow the fuck up. We got to understand what the fuck is going on. Tell you guys a story. Oh, God help me. My oldest daughter I'll be 34 this year. I have 7 kids, 4 daughters, 3 sons, 5 grandkids. I'm passionate as fuck about what we're talking about. I'm extremely passionate about what I'm sharing with you. Because my kids is growing up in this fucking world. I got grandkids growing up in this world. And so, my daughter, years ago, my daughter was living in Washington, D.C. And she introduced me to her boyfriend. And she gave him my number. And he grew up on the streets, didn't have any parents really. Made it through, got his education, got a good job, and started seeing my daughter. He was paying for the rent, he was paying for the food and everything. She was working, not making that much money. Paid for them to go on vacation. Seemed like a good dude. Again, he's not perfect, but seemed like a good dude. He was trying. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. When he met my daughter, he was a virgin. So, one day my daughter calls me. She says, Dad, I'm gonna break up with him. And I'm like, why? And she, I said, nah. Come on, you already know me. You already know what it is. You already know what I'm gonna do. Why? And she said, the sex isn't all that. I rubbed my head just like that. It's like, well, hold on, wait a minute. What? And my wife is listening to the conversation. And my wife has a smile on her face because she know I'm about to go the fuck off. My wife is sitting there and she's smiling because she already knows she can't believe my oldest daughter just called me and told me she's about to break up with her dude because the sex wasn't all that. And my wife has the smile on her face because she knows, cause she can see my expression, she know I'm about to go ape shit on my daughter. And so my daughter tells me again, Dad, the sex is not all that. I said, wait a minute. I said, you mean to tell me you have a guy who grew up without any parents, a guy who was a virgin when you met him, a guy who's put himself through school, got a good paying job, a guy who pays for the food, that rent, everything you guys got, the guy who took you on vacation, and you're gonna break up with him because the sex is not all that? My daughter's like, yeah, Dad. And she was like nonchalant about it, like it was no big deal. I said, wait a minute. Are you bullshitting me? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious right now? And she knew she was like, oh, Dad tripping now, Dad don't want. I said, are you fucking serious right now? You breaking up with a good dude because the sex ain't all that? And you knew he was a virgin when you hooked up with him? And she said, yeah. I said, okay. I said, what the fuck are you bringing to the table? What the fuck are you bringing to the table? I said, because you fail to remember that your ass was a fucking virgin at one time too. You didn't come into the world knowing how to suck dick and ride dick. And my wife was like, just shocked that I'm saying this, but she already knew. My wife already knew this is where it was going. And my daughter's like, Dad. I'm like, Dad, nothing. What the fuck you talking about? You said that this guy was a virgin when you met him. You was a virgin to somebody at some time. Somebody had to teach you how to suck dick. Somebody had to teach you how to ride pussy. You didn't come into this world knowing how to do that shit. You got a good dude. Why won't you teach him how to please you? I said, you're fucking ungrateful as fuck. You would be mad if he was out there hoeing in the fucking streets. You would be mad if he was out there hooking up with hookers and hoes on the street. You would say he wasn't shit. But you got a dude who's never been intimate with a woman. And you knew that. And you knew why he'd never been intimate with a woman. And now you're going to blame him for not being good at intimacy or sex with a woman. And you know the past. You know what he went through. And you're going to disregard all the good shit that he brings to the table just because he's not good at sex. I said, I can't believe that you have the audacity to tell me this shit. I didn't raise you like this. You're ungrateful and selfish as fuck. Who the fuck do you think this conversation I'm telling my daughter? I'm actually telling my daughter, my wife is sitting there like, ooh. And I'm telling my daughter, who the fuck do you think you are? What makes you think that I'm gonna take your fucking side on this? And she's mad I'm not taking her side. I said, I don't give a fuck about sides. Who the fuck do you think you are? You got a dude that's willing to break his back to pay for you guys' place. Break his back for your food and all the things that you want in life. Break your back to take you on vacations and all this other shit. And the only fucking complaint that you have, he ain't out hoeing, he ain't beating on you, he ain't abusing you in any way, shape, or form. Your only fucking complaint is that he's not good in sex. My daughter's never called me and told me her personal business like that again. It is what it is. Women, you got to grow the fuck up. You got to grow the fuck up. You got to grow the fuck up and understand, what do you really want in life? How are you living your life? And this is not about just women. Dudes, y'all got to grow the fuck up too. You can't be walking around with your pants hanging down your fucking ass calling yourself a fucking man. I don't give two fucks how old you are. Ain't nothing manly about a dude walking around with his fucking ass hanging out. Ain't nothing manly about a dude walking around with his fucking drawers hanging out and showing the whole fucking world. That's some bitch shit. I said it. That's some bitch shit. We've got to grow the fuck up. Every time I saw my sons or my nephews want to sag their shit, they never did the shit around me but a couple of times. And after that, they was like, oh no, Uncle E, Dad, that motherfucker ain't rap tight. He, you know, that motherfucker, he old fashioned, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I bet not see your fucking pants hanging down your fucking ass. First time my son did that, I pulled them all in and I had a heart-to-heart conversation with them. And I told them that I bet not ever see them dressed like that again. I don't give a fuck about the style. I don't give a fuck about any of these raggedy ass, fucking ratchet ass, fucking ghetto ass, stupid ass rappers that's doing the stupid shit. I don't give a fuck who's doing it. I bet not see you doing it. And if I see you doing it, I'm caving in your motherfucking chest. I told them. Guess they didn't believe me. They didn't believe me. Until I folded up my son. in the front yard one day. Pow! Crushed in his chest. Made him drop. And ever since then, they got the shit. Ever since then, they got the motherfucking message. And this is part of the problem with these young dudes right here. There ain't no fucking real men left behind for the most part to train and teach up these motherfucking young dudes. Most men are like, these motherfuckers right here. Y'all want to be nice and soft to these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers need they fucking ass beat. These generations don't need no fucking timeout. These generations need, I'm going to tell you one time how it's going to be. And the next time, I'm putting my motherfucking hand in your fucking chest. But because this generation has been so coddled and so fucking pussyfied by these fucking raggedy ass women who's never had a man, who's never been around a man. This motherfucking generation just grew up in a bunch of fucking punks and cowards. I'm saying it. They don't know how to fucking fight. They scared of getting their ass beat. So the first thing this motherfuckers want to do is pick up fucking guns. Bunch of bitch ass dudes running around. Want to be fucking hard. Can't fight. Won't fight. When are we gonna grow up? When are we gonna sit back and say, damn, you know what? What the fuck did I do? What was my role in this generation being as fucked up as it is? What was my role? What is my role right now? What the fuck am I putting out on social media? Am I putting out pictures as a woman of just me having my titties out, me in these fucking shorts and these booty shorts and me in these fucking thongs and all this? What the fuck am I doing right now to push this fucking agenda? What the fuck am I doing to wake this fucking people up? When are we gonna take back our fucking power? When are we gonna be accountable? When are we gonna stand up and say, damn, I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up as a fucking parent. I fucked up as a fucking grandparent. I fucked up as a fucking American. I fucked up as a fucking man. I fucked up as a fucking woman. I got distracted with the bullshit and I was pushing that fucking agenda, not even knowing it. I was brainwashed. I was stuck in the matrix and not even aware that I was stuck in the matrix. And I thought I was woke. I thought I was deep. I thought I was smart. See, this kind of language, this is kind of conversations most people don't want to talk about. Most people can't have these type of conversations. Most people ain't ready to have these type of conversations. But they fucking kings. They fucking queens. They bosses. The truth is, they're a bunch of fucking cowards. Cowards to grow the fuck up. Cowards to sit the fuck down and understand I don't know every fucking thing. We've never seen so many fucking narcissists as we do with this fucking generation. And not just the young people, but people right now on the fucking planet. We've never seen so many cases of fucking narcissism. We've never seen so many cases of fucking selfish, entitled, ungrateful motherfuckers. And we're destroying ourselves in the process. We're killing ourselves in the process. Again, I'm 54 years old. I've traveled a lot. I've been to 46 of the 50 states. Been to many different countries. I've traveled a lot. And the sad reality is, most women don't even know how to fucking cook anymore. Most of these young girls, young adults growing up don't even know how to fucking cook. But they got fucking babies. They got babies. And they have no fucking idea how to raise them. They have no fucking idea how to feed them. And so this generation, especially here in America, is fat as fuck. We're obese as fuck. Because we eat all this shit. And we wonder why we're so fucking depressed. We wonder why we're dying at fucking early ages of different types of cancers, of heart attacks. What the fuck is going on in America to where everybody's fucking dying early? People got fucking diabetes and all this other stupid shit. At what point are we gonna grow up and say, damn, we fucked up. We fucked up. You got women that want to be their fucking kid's friend. You got women who push their man away, they dude away. And now, they trying to be their son's best friend. They trying to be their daughter's best friend. I remember my oldest son asked me one day, he was in junior high school. He asked me, he said, Dad, are you my friend? And I heard him, but I didn't hear him. You know what I mean? I heard him, but it's like, this motherfucker didn't just ask me if I'm his friend. And I was like, huh, what? And he was like, are you my friend? And I looked at him and I smiled. And I said, John, no, I'm not your motherfucking friend. I'm your fucking daddy. I said, don't ever get this shit twisted. I'm your daddy. I'm always gonna be your daddy. I don't know, you ain't old enough. You ain't done shit in society for me to determine whether or not I want you as a friend. I'm selective about who I say are my friends. I know we live in generation now, everybody fucking friend. I got motherfuckers, we got people all over Facebook, friends, and we don't even know the motherfuckers, but they are friends. We got followers on YouTube and TikTok and every fucking thing else, friends, but we don't even know the motherfuckers. So I told my son, I said, John, I'm selective about who I say is my friend. Why? Because I want to see what your contribution to society is going to be. I want to see what you're going to do when you grow the fuck up. How are you going to choose to live your life? What the fuck are you going to do with your life? I need to see that before I determine whether or not you could be my friend. But you're always going to be my son. But you may not be my friend. Because once you get to a certain age, I can't say shit to you. Even though I'm your fucking daddy, you can do what the fuck you want to do. I'm always going to be your daddy. Always. That'll never change. I'm always going to love you. That'll never change. But I don't know if you're going to be worthy enough to be considered my friend. That's real shit right there. See, most of us, we have this fucked up mentality. Man, we got to keep all these negative, toxic ass motherfucking family members around us, you know, and man, that's my loved one, and da-da-da, and da-da-da, and all. When we keep this negativity shit around us, and we stay stuck in the fucking matrix, stuck in the fucking, that low frequency bullshit. Because we feel obligated to stay around these motherfuckers because they family. We feel obligated to stay connected and attached to these low-life motherfuckers. I'm not that one. As a man's not that one. We're not a slave to anything. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. I don't give a fuck how nice your body looks. I'm not moved by that. I'm not giving up my joy and my peace to deal with your ratchet shit. I'm not giving up my joy and my peace to deal with your unresolved fucking issues. I'm not giving up my joy and my peace just so you can fucking cook. Because the truth, I don't need a fucking woman. A man don't need a woman for a damn thing unless he wants to procreate. I'm 54 years old. I cook my own food. I wash my own fucking clothes, take my own clothes to the dry cleaners. I take care of myself. I pay for my own shit. I have my own shit. I pay for my own fucking vacations. I don't need a woman to do any of that shit for me. I don't want a woman to try to belittle me and control me to do that shit just so she could do that shit for me. A man don't need a woman. We got to grow the fuck up. We got to grow the fuck up. You got to understand some things as a man in America, as a woman in America. If you a dude, if you a man, you better take care of your fucking emotional health. You better sit the fuck down and start learning how to unravel and resolve your childhood shit, your baby mama shit. You better learn some shit about your relationship with your mama and how that plays out in all your fucking relationships. If you're a man, if you're a dude, and you want to become a man, you better deal with your fucking emotional shit. You better take care of your fucking physical health. You better start eating decent. You ain't got to become a fucking vegan or a fucking vegetarian. I ain't in any of that bullshit. I don't believe in that bullshit. That's more fucking programming, more fucking stupid shit. But you better take care of your shit, emotionally and physically. The most important thing is, dude, you better take care of your emotional health. First and foremost, that's your number one fucking responsibility, priority, is take care of your shit. If you don't take care of your shit, you ain't gonna be nobody good for nobody's shit. Your first responsibility as a dude is to you. Fix your shit. Get your shit straight. Stop spending all this time chasing these fucking women that you don't want to fucking keep. You just want to bag and tag them. Because again, that's energy that you're having attached to you that you're going to have to work out and resolve later. We got to grow the fuck up. We have to grow the fuck up. Women, you got to fix your shit. You got to fix your emotional shit. You got to fix your daddy issues. You got to fix your mama issues. Your baby daddy issues. Whatever fucking issues you got, you need to fix that shit. It's not some man's responsibility to fix your shit. A real man ain't coming to you and you got all these fucking unresolved issues and dealing with that bullshit. You're not gonna get a king until you fix your fucking shit. Ain't no fucking king dealing with that fucking baggage. Women, you gotta start taking care of your bodies too. You've got to start taking care of your bodies. I had a wife that died from breast cancer because she didn't want to go to get her checkups. She's been gone 9 years. She was only in her 40s, early 40s. Died of breast cancer. Women, you gotta stop eating all this stupid shit. You gotta stop being overweight and greasy and expecting that you're gonna catch you a king. And I'm not saying this to tear anybody down. I'm just keeping shit real with us. If you love yourself, then take care of yourself. And stop expecting motherfuckers to just accept you for how you are. You don't even love yourself, but then you're mad because nobody else want to love you. Make that shit make sense. If you don't even value you, you don't even value your health. You don't even value your well-being. And then you expect somebody else to come in and value you and respect you and to cherish you and to put you up on this pedestal. How the fuck does that happen? When you don't do it to yourself. We gotta stop all the fucking excuses. We gotta stop the excuses. You make time for what's important to you. You make time for what's important to you. What's important to you, whatever it is, that's what you make time for. That's what we all make time for. So the thing is, we got to learn to change our perspective. We got to learn to change, say, hey, you know what, time out. If my family, my grandfather had diabetes and was on insulin. My father had diabetes and had his toe amputated. Sometime, somewhere, logic has to kick in and say, hold up, time out. No. That's not gonna be me. At what point in life do we grow the fuck up and start taking accountability and responsibility for our own life? At what point do we stop sitting there and eating cheesecake late at fucking night and carrot cake? And I love carrot cake, I love cheesecake, but you can't eat a whole or half a fucking thing or a quarter of one right before you take your ass to bed. You can't eat a tube of ice cream laying in fucking bed and then go to sleep. You can't eat half a chicken and some beans and rice and drink a fucking Diet Coke. You shouldn't be drinking sodas, period. You can't gobble down a whole fucking thing of fucking Kool-Aid with all that fucking white sugar in it. You shouldn't be using this fucking processed fake sugar shit either. All that shit affects our bodies. All that shit affects our minds. You are what you fucking eat. Everybody knows that. But then we consume all this toxic ass fucking shit and think that it's okay. We consume all this ratchet, ghetto ass fucking low vibrating, toxic ass fucking music and reality shows and think that's okay. We get on social media and watch bullshit and think that's okay. You are what you eat. If you eat stupid shit, you become stupid. You watch stupid shit, you become stupid. You watch toxic shit, you become toxic. You listen to toxic shit, you become toxic. It's not rocket science. We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta stop having fucking excuses. We gotta stop making up fucking excuses. Oh, I didn't have a daddy, and I didn't have a mommy, and I didn't have that shit either. My father killed my mom when I was 2, right in front of me. I lost both of my parents at the same time. So not having a parent is no fucking excuse. Whatever is important to you, you make time for it. You make time for it. You have all of this information on social media. See, again, I'm 54 years old. I'm 54. Most of my life, we didn't have social media like we have it now. We didn't have the internet like it is now. You could look up any fucking thing you want to. You don't have to go to a fucking gym to exercise. I was just exercising before I got on this live stream, right here in my own place. And I wasn't using weights. I was using some fucking sand in a bag. Stop coming up with fucking excuses. You could go in your bathroom, turn the light on, or you could leave the light off. Put on some tennis shoes and run in place. Just run. Standing there, not going nowhere, but burn fat, burn calories. You can do push-ups in your bathroom. You can do push-ups in your room. You can run in place in your room. You ain't got to have no elliptical. You ain't got to have a treadmill. You ain't got to have a track. You could get on YouTube and find a whole bunch of exercises you could do at home with no fucking weights. Stop making fucking excuses. Wake the fuck up. Damn. Man, we gotta learn to take back our fucking power. We gotta wake the fuck up. We gotta understand we're killing ourselves. And we're killing our babies too. We're teaching our babies it's okay to be fucked up like this. We're teaching our babies it's okay to be toxic as fuck like this. We're teaching our babies it's okay to be poisoned like this. We're teaching our babies it's okay to be a fucking hoe. It's okay to be fucking ratchet. It's okay to be fucking ghetto. It's okay to be fucking stupid. We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. And the trip, a lot of us don't realize it until we get on our deathbed. A lot of us don't realize how fucked up we are. Because we've been fucked up our entire lives. We seen our grandma fucked up. We seen our mama fucked up. Our siblings are fucked up. I'm fucked up too. My daddy was fat. My granddaddy was fat. Everybody was fat. Everybody was overweight. Okay, that don't mean you gotta be that way. I don't want to hear no shit about it runs in the family. It runs in the family because nobody grew the fuck up and said this shit stops right here with me. I'm breaking the motherfucking cycle that my granddaddy can break. I'm breaking the motherfucking cycle that my daddy can break. I'm breaking the motherfucking cycle that nobody wanted to break or nobody was strong or courageous enough to break. How the fuck are you gonna be a chosen one and you refuse to grow the fuck up and break cycles? We gotta grow up. This is real shit right here. On my mom's side of the family, my son. On my mom's side of the family. Big ass family. There's like 10 of them, 11 of them. My son was the first one. Was the first boy, the first male on my mom's side of the family to graduate from a 4-year college. Because I pushed his ass. I pushed his ass. Why? Because somebody has to stand up and say, you know, enough is enough. If we want better, then we gotta do fucking better. We gotta stop playing the stupid ass games. We gotta grow the fuck up and take responsibility for our life and for our actions. We can't sit here and keep consuming all this shit and then get mad at the pharmaceutical industry. We can't keep consuming all this shit and then get mad at the food industry. At what point do we grow the fuck up and say, hey, wait a minute. If I really care about me, like I say I do, then it should be reflective in how I treat me. It should be reflective in how I present myself to the world. If I love humanity, if I love the world, then what the fuck am I doing for humanity? What the fuck am I doing for the world? If I love humanity, if I'm a chosen one like I say I am, if I'm a star seed like I say I am, if I'm a rainbow warrior like I say I am, if we're this beacon of hope, this beacon of love, like we say we are, then what the fuck are we doing to make the world a better place? Then what the fuck are we doing to liberate the minds of those that are shackled? Stop telling people you're a chosen one and you ain't doing a damn fucking thing except watching fucking YouTube videos. Stop telling the world you're a fucking chosen one and you're a starseed and you're a rainbow warrior and you're a beacon of hope and beacon of love and all this other shit. You're a child of God and everything else, but you're not manifesting that or producing that type of energy out into the world. You're not a fucking chosen one. You're sitting there watching your life rot. You're sitting there watching life pass you by. You're sitting there allowing people to die broken and frustrated, never hearing the fucking truth. You sit there and you keep producing all these fucking excuses of why you can't change and why you not this and why you not that. Nobody want to hear the bullshit no more. We've got to grow the fuck up. We got to stop playing these fucking stupid ass games. I didn't start this YouTube channel for the 15,000 subscribers. I bless y'all. I thank y'all for being here. I thank y'all for wanting to be part of the tribe. I thank y'all for rocking out with me. But the truth be told, I didn't start this for the youth, for the fanfare. I didn't start this for all of this. I started this YouTube channel August of 2020 because I wanted to leave behind some of the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that I gained. I want to leave that behind for my kids and my grandkids. I want to be able to pass down something that can help them. Source, God, the Most High, knew it would only take my kids and grandkids for me to start. I wouldn't have done it just for everybody else. I did it for my kids and grandkids. Because I want to pass that knowledge down to them. If I should have died. None of us know when we're going to leave this planet. None of us know when we're going to take our final breath. What are you leaving behind for humanity? What is your gift to humanity? And see, and then this is where I'm challenging you. You say you're a child of God. You say you're a chosen one. You say you're a beacon of hope. You're a beacon of love. Then what the fuck are you leaving behind? What the fuck are you producing to leave the world, to make the world a better place? How the fuck can you say you're a chosen one? How the fuck can you say you're a star seed? How the fuck can you say you're a true child of God and you're not doing a damn thing to make the world a better place? You got to get busy. You got to get busy. And it starts with you. It starts with you. Man. Family, I thank you for rocking out with me. I didn't realize that we're going to go this long. It's probably the longest live stream I've done, but we have to grow up. We have to grow up. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm passionate. I'm going to say it again. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm passionate. Because I love humanity. I love life. I'm tired of seeing people die at early ages because they didn't take care of themselves. I'm tired of seeing these kids growing up in a fucked up environment, not knowing who the fuck they are, not knowing why the fuck they here. Experimenting with any and every fucking thing. Because we're not training them. Because we're not preparing them. Sisters, you're my sister, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Asian, whether you're Hispanic, whatever you are, I don't give a damn. If you're a woman, you're my sister. Brothers, again, that same thing. I don't give a fuck about race. I don't give a fuck about ethnicity shit. You're male, you're a man, you're my brother. We got to grow the fuck up. We got to stop playing games. We got to stop wasting time. We got to get our priorities straight. Our priority should have never been chasing money or chasing pussy or chasing dick, whatever it is you chase. We got to grow up. Man, thank you guys for rocking out with me. Thank the moderators for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being with me this long. I love you guys. Man, namaste. The God in me, the light in me, the love in me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the God, the love, the light in each and every one of you. You have God in you, whether you believe in God or not. You have light in you, whether you believe in light or not. You have love in you, whether you believe in love or not. You are a loving being. At your core, you are love. God is love. So if God is love, and if you are love at your core, that means you're God too. We have to grow up. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.